I think for me, like, just for the sake of this channel not getting, like, flagged or banned. I mean, it would be kind of cool, though, if we got banned.
I mean, I just really hope both of them die of natural causes. Speaking of presidents, you could be president at this desk right here.
Okay, President Simulator, go. Okay, hi. This is a scenario that I'm the president of the United States right now. Okay, so I say that we take the United States and push it that way. Just push it. Like Pangea again, part 2. And I think that we should start settling in Antarctica. Cass Radio. You're listening to the elusive sounds of Cass Radio. I turned sideways. Oh, man. We took it too far. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Hot Sex with Cass. It's been a minute and a half. Hot minute. We should change it to. You know why? Because it's been a while since we've done this. Actually, like a month. We've been so freaking busy. Like I don't want to be the people that are like, I'm so busy, and then like they're kind of on their phones at home. Or, well, actually, that's me. So I say I'm busy, but I'm not. I'm never too busy for you, baby.
What's been going on?
Oh man, what hasn't been going on? Well, what was last episode? The Oak Cliff Film Festival?
Yes, it was.
Give me a second, baby. I'm looking for the Google Doc. If you want to zoom in on that for me, please. Oh man, hell yeah. Okay, do you want to take it from the top on Prime Day, and all the way down, and then we could start at the top?
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a minute. It is the second day of Prime Day, which makes no sense. It should be Prime Days, am I right?
Yeah, I hear that. Give me those PFAs.
Was Prime Day always a big deal like this?
Not really.
This is the first year I'm like, we covered it on the news like for a month before this.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I saw the Megan Thee Stallion ads, which I loved. I love seeing her. Like, I love seeing her win. But yeah, like, you know, I was just like, well, I mean, if Megan's using Amazon Prime, like, why can't I use Amazon Prime? You know? It was such a great endorsement. But, yeah, like, I guess it is a big deal.
I mean, I see some deals, but it's wild. Like Target, Walmart, everyone else is doing deals also. It's just creating a second holiday shopping season.
Oh, like
to screw people when they're second most vulnerable before the school year starts.
Oh, I didn't even consider that. You know, as you were talking about it being a second holiday, I was thinking about like compare it to like Black Friday. Like it's like, oh, no one has to die for this, but then I'm like, wait a minute, you're having Prime Day in extreme heat. You are sending these people, like, I've never seen so many mail trucks in a day than today. Like,
yeah,
my
that's
commute,
crazy.
My commute here, then my commute there. UPS, mail, like, what have you, Prime trucks. And then people are starting to use their personal cars, which is like kind of like, it feels like boundaries being broken when I see these cars like delivering these Amazon packages to me. I mean, yeah, maybe it'd be for people who don't want to drive the big trucks and, you know, they don't have to be hot in the car, but I don't know. I feel like they should provide similar like SUV type of trucks, but then you get into like the environmental concerns about it.
Well, I think those are all electric, but still that's not good.
Yeah.
But the people using their own cars is like the gig work people, the Amazon Flex people who deliver full time for Amazon have the trucks. But like they have like a gig work model just like Uber Eats, I think.
I see. Oh man.
But I saw that people get paid overtime, so I saw some tweets of workers saying go for it, order. They're getting paid a lot.
I see. You know, like, also, I think you are right where it just kind of goes over their need to get money quick and fast. And, like, I always think about these jobs, like, even Jack in the Box, like, hiring, you'll get paid on the same day, or, like, things like that, like, things of that nature. It's just, like, it's so difficult because the job market isn't as good. Like, I've already been sad. Like, I got asked yesterday, how are your graduation blues? I'm like, oh, man, I they're not as bad because I was already blue. Because, like, honestly, like just having that, like, even before the pandemic, I felt this sense of impending doom. And, like, 4 years later, I don't feel it as much, but it's still like we're doomed. We're like, I mean, I don't think we're doomed, honestly. Like, our parents lived through Reagan, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it sure seems like that. I mean, I think Trump is closer to a fascist leader, or is the definition of a fascist leader, compared to anyone else since the era of fascism. At least, I mean, for the U.S., it's pretty unprecedented, and there is a lot of doom, and I feel that. I think it's interesting seeing people's reactions to it because it feels like every election cycle. Remember when Trump beat Hillary? I mean, maybe it was all leading up to this and Project 2025 and stuff, but there was definitely like camps of people who cried and cried and cried their eyes out. And then there were like, for me, even last election, it's like maybe I'm desensitized because I've been into politics since I was a kid, but it has always kind of felt this way.
I mean, I think, you know, I live in Texas, so, well, I mean, we live in Texas, so, I mean, if this is the worst part of it, then yeah, it is kind of scary. Like, it's gonna get worse. Like, with the way Centerpoint handled the hurricane and the outages, like, that just felt so bizarre to see that the Astro Stadium was still open and they were giving $5 tickets and $1 hot dogs, and it was just, like, everybody uses the word dystopian, and I'm not going to use that word for this specific, like, event, but it's just it's like, in theory, this is a really nice thing to do, but also you shouldn't be charging these people at all. Like, you should have a baseball game, like, even like a benefit baseball game, let people in, or, like, I don't know, because you have to consider the liabilities of, like, a baseball game.
I think a fascist America is like an even more fascist America is very scary to think about, and it can get worse. I'm not saying like, oh, how much worse can it get, but also who really, like, people voted in Biden, right? I mean, the Democratic Party caused this. Was there any other option? Unless we're going accelerationist and like doing a revolution, what, the same people who went to the ballot and voted for Biden in the primaries 5 years ago are causing this.
I think, honestly, it's hard because a lot of people are saying don't throw your vote away, but while you still can, people died for your right to vote. And I'm not dismissing that. It's just, I feel that I am, like, I don't want to sound like the same way people sound like when they have, like, fatigue for protesting, or because, I am thankful and I am lucky that I get to finally live a comfortable life where I can, and, I get to not live in fear as much as I used to. And that's very rare as someone who is non-binary and brown and femme presenting. But I think, and even looking young, because I feel like, I do feel the sentiment that kids are the most marginalized group in the United States. And I think overall, overall in the history of time, children are the most marginalized group.
Well, they
And-
don't really have a voice, do they?
No. And I think, when it comes to these things and like having an understanding of what's really true or not, it's just so counterproductive. I think that we need an older candidate to run for president. I'm just kidding. We need to get Jimmy Carter back in the office.
Hell no.
No, but I mean, I agree with the sentiment that Biden, it doesn't count, Like, it's just like, it was just 4 years of chilling and inflation and recession and, But I gotta tell you, we're gonna talk about this later. I gotta tell you, the music has been really good lately. And I'm like, fuck, we're so fucked because the music's so good right now.
I agree. I think times of political strife is definitely when cool music comes out, and that's been a historic.
So good. I I think there's hope in that. Like, I think after everything that has happened in the history of humanity, art always prevails, and art is looked back on like it's always been an aspect that connects time together.
You're right. Dang.
And they can cut the budgets, they could cut the funding, they could cut scholarships and everything, but there will always be a way for it to survive, is what I truly believe. And that's the sentiment that I am lucky to share with people that are doing these political statements within their art. And I think that's the most beautiful and important thing about it. And I mean, and I speak for someone, like, not as an artist, but as someone who enjoys looking at art.
What did you call your artist adjacent yesterday?
Yeah, I'm definitely artist adjacent.
You're an artist. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm so bummed that Not an Artist is nowhere to be found. Like, it's such a great movie. Like,
yeah, it will be. Just let it do its thing.
Okay, let it. I'll give it like maybe one more year till it's on like HBO Max.
Yeah, I mean, just like, I'm glad that the people who were youngish and voted for Hillary and establishment Democrats now know the sins they committed, but it's too late. Sorry. Like, you can cry again to realize that you were too late to get rid of your old ass, white privileged ass ideology.
It's always white. I'm sorry. I can say
I mean,
that.
it's
I mean, I was livid. I was livid when they put Hillary up against Trump. I knew she was not going to win. I was just like, hell no. She is not going to win. Like, I knew it. Like,
of course not. Trump's a star. Hillary is hated.
I hate her. And especially with like my first exposure to Bernie Sanders was in 2015, fall 2015. I'm like, who's this guy? And a lot of the things he was talking about resonated so heavily with me. Like, I was like, yeah, I want healthcare. I want to go to school without debt. I want basic universal income, or UBI. And he always seemed like a man for the people. And even like if you go back in time, like through archives and interviews, like it's always been consistent. But I just, they're all working together for a reason.
Yeah, there was no way they would let Bernie get the Democratic nomination, but it was the one time I feel like if the people who had the awakening you had it a little earlier and could, organize to Get Bernie. Bernie was a star also. It would have been a star against a
Bernie's
star.
been a star.
So, I mean, it's, I guess when you say like fatigue from protesting and this and that, I definitely feel it. And I'm not, fuck voting, fuck all this. Like, this happened. Like, y'all didn't hear me 10 years ago. Fuck it. I don't know.
It's just,
I'm it's so tired.
I think my theory is, and this goes for both candidates, my theory is that you're not voting for the president, you're voting for the vice president. Because these two people have had their turn, and you saw, like, you'll see it. Like, there's, like, studies about, like, how people age during the presidency. Like, it's, like, even, like, an Obama, like, side by side, he's, like, it ages you. And, you know, because of all the stress. And I think just, like, having these, like, two younger-ish vice president candidates, like, God forbid something happen, like, that's, like, very scary. And,
What do you mean, God forbid?
like, I think I just, like, say that as a liability because I've just been hearing, like, be careful what you post or be careful what you talk about. I mean, like, even, like, Jack Black of Tenacious D fame and Kung Fu Panda fame had to
Zionist fame.
Yeah, had to completely cancel the tour because his bandmate said something about Trump getting, like, something related to the Trump assassination. So
I don't know. I think
for me, like, just for the sake of this channel not getting, like, flagged or banned, I mean, it would be kind of cool though if we got banned.
I mean, I just really hope both of them die of natural causes when it's their time. I really hope they die peacefully.
Did you hear about that president who died in a bathtub?
The only other president people remember, the only fact about him. I don't think he died in the bathtub.
Wait, hold on,
they
let me
needed a
look.
crane to put him in and out of the bathtub or something.
Okay, relating to death, like, no wishing anyone death, like, just for the sake of, I mean, I did the other day, but that's reasons I will not get into on this show. But anyway, I'd say there's a 20-year curse between presidents. Like, I don't know what the 20-year curse was. I think the 20-year curse was, hold on, I'm not a factoid today.
Look it up. I just want to say I don't wish, any political violence. That's, our future President Trump does that enough. I just wish that they died when it's their time peacefully,
Curse. Okay.
I wanted to take this little pause to say happy birthday, Cass. It's the 17th.
It's my birthday. It's my motherfucking birthday.
It's not actually Cass's birthday. That's August 17th, but little lore here.
Oh my
God. At the
God.
beginning of our relationship, I hid my birthday as well as I could because I didn't want to give any astrological information to Cass. And so we celebrated our birthdays every 5th and 17th of the month for each of us. We still do that, even though we may forget sometimes. But Cass found out my birthday because I showed them a picture of me and my friends on my birthday, and it gave the date. And then nothing was the same. Cass classified me as
Cancer
a disease,
son.
a horrible, life-altering disease.
Crabs.
Cancer. Crabs.
Crabs.
Oops.
Not our agenda.
The switcher is set up different, and I don't want to mess with it, so I'm having a lot of trouble back here.
Oh, baby. Okay, so to answer both of your questions, William Howard Taft did not die in the bathtub. He just got stuck in one. He was the heaviest president in history, weighing 325 and 350 pounds, in that range. But the 20-year president curse is by a little guy by the name of William Tippecanoe. I don't even think that's his first name. I just thought of William Howard Taft. But so the 20-year president curse is when somebody gets elected to office and the number the year of like that they get elected is divisible by 20, then they pass in office. And it's been 2020. I think he's gonna break the curse of Tippecanoe. I just don't know.
Huh, I didn't know that.
The curse of Tippecanoe.
I love politics. I can talk about it all day, but I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
But, also the Trump got shot at. All right, what's the next topic?
Yeah. So what's this thing you say about kidney function / water? Are you trying to get me to drink water? Because I'll do it. I'll do it on the show.
You'll drink this much. Whoa. Yes. It's too cold. You need room temp water. But yeah, speaking of,
my enamel hurts.
Oh, baby. Speaking of, I went to the doctor to get routine blood work, and I was really curious on how it came back because I stopped drinking, and it had been almost 2 months at that point. And I was like, ooh, like my blood's fine anyway, but I was like, maybe I'm supercharged now. Came back like 0.01 elevated kidney level. So my doctor was like, I'm going to have you drink more water. And I was like, excuse me, lady. You see this thing? I drink like 5 of these a day. Is there any possibility that I'm overhydrated? And she's like, no, just drink more water. And I'm like, that's not possible. Could it be anything else? But also, it's like, it's negligible. I just thought that was, I was going to segue into that bit by being like, oh, where's my water? Oh, speaking of water.
Oh, my God. No, it was good. It was really good. I really like your bits.
Oh, man. I'm so washed out.
Yeah, I'm just like, what's this filter on you?
I'm fine. My shot is never... I think a hallmark of the show is my shot being really bad.
Oh, baby. You look good to me. That's all that matters to me. Is that you look good
amazing.
To me. Thank you. I wore this little dress today.
Show us.
Hold on.
Speaking of presidents, you could be president at this desk right here. Looks like you're president.
President simulator, go. All right, guys.
But your face is blocked.
Oh. Okay, president simulator, go. Okay, hi. This is a scenario that I'm the president of the United States right now. Okay, so I say that we take the United States and push it that way. Just push it. Like Pangea again, part 2. And I think that we should start settling in Antarctica. You think if you go to the North Pole... Wait, that's wrong, because I thought it would flip. Like if you go to the North Pole long enough, you'll hit Antarctica. But no, that's not how the Earth works.
I think you're mistaken. I think that is how the Earth works. Don't you know the Earth is a disc and there's a glass dome on top covering it?
I was thinking like, no, but if you go north, you're going to make it to the other side. You're not going to make it to the bottom of the Earth. This is how we get into Flat Earth's Instagram.
Did you know the North Pole is actually the magnetic South Pole?
Is that where you could see Aurora Borealis?
You could, probably.
That's one of my dreams. I would love to see Aurora Borealis.
That is 100% one of my dreams, too. I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, let's do it. Ugh. It's like
You're my Aurora Borealis. I see it every night.
Aurora Borealis.
Every day.
In this time of day, in this time of year, in this kitchen. You remember steamed hams?
Steamed hams.
Oh, that's such a great skit.
But yeah, I was referencing the flat Earth thing, but it reminded me of the Smiling Friends episode.
We cannot tell anybody about this. Give me your best Who is your favorite Smiling Friends character?
Hello,
Mr. Frog.
I'm Mr. Frog.
Hello, but that's
This is my show. I eat the bug.
man. He's scary. When he tried to run for president,
Oh man, he eats bugs.
I have a different favorite character every day. It's usually Alan, but I think I like Charlie. He's so funny.
I love Pim.
I think if I could relate to one character, it'd be Pim. I'm the Pim of the group. Terrific.
Oh,
Yeah, he's.
what's your favorite episode from this season of Smiling Friends?
Oh man, probably I really like the demon one, the where Mr. Boss marries the demon, and like Alan's like, I have to go to my appointment to see Dr. Munster. Oh, a Alan adventure's so good too. I'm like, this man is so competent. I would love to hire Alan.
Yeah, Alan's a good employee.
Yeah, he's the best. I don't think they send him out to do a lot of Smiling Friends tasks.
No,
do
but
they?
paper clips, office supplies.
Oh yeah, the paper clip. Like he's just like, I just really hurt my finger doing the bit.
Can you do it? It looks like this.
Paper clip. Thank God, finally. Or I really like that first episode. The ooh ooh ooh.
Oh yeah, the Gwimbly. Gwimbly. Remember when I beat your ass with the cream corn over the cream corn?
You know, I'm just gonna say it. America has a big fentanyl problem. Oh my God. I don't know. All of them are really good. I don't remember the Pim finally turns green one though.
Yeah, me neither. We got to see that. We
I
were
think
watching that when we were painting the little trinkets, or no, when we were making the picture frame for the art walk.
Oh, the art walk. We forgot to mention that. We did an art walk recently representing SEMA Arts. We've been like this so much fun. I've had such a great time so far. I'm having such a great time like with Sohill and just like doing these like it feels like it's honestly like my favorite side quest. I'm like, ooh yes, let me do it. But yeah, like man, the art walk was crazy packed. There's a lot of cool stuff. I got Sohill some flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And a nice ass t-shirt, really high quality cotton. Like
I was gonna wear it today, but
it was sick. There are horses.
I'll wear it next time.
He's a horse girl.
I just had to keep the Brat Summer going with this.
Yeah, it's true. Brat Summer. Is Brat Summer still going?
So remember my prediction that like how the hell is Charlie gonna sell out stadiums? Mm-hmm. Never mind. I guess they just really know how to push an artist when they want to.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to see what she does next in terms of like publicity or stuff. I know she's very, very active on Instagram now, but like just seeing what's next for her. Like I look forward to it. This is her year and it's finally happening. So
Apple is also happening.
Mm-hmm.
Finally gets its day in the light. Charlie tweeted that Apple wasn't going to make the album.
Oh my God.
And she said at the end, imagine, LOL. So I think your prediction or your inference that she was cosplaying as a Latina
oh yeah,
is right. Because she said imagine.
This is how Mexicans joke. I imagine. That's it. That's my impersonation of a Mexican.
And Charlie did that on a tweet. So you were right. Mm-hmm. You can stop liking her now.
Charlie XCX is a Mexican.
Mexican-Indian fusion.
Are we going to give birth to Charlie XCX?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God.
No, we're not white enough. Oh, if they get vitiligo.
I mean, I'm technically white, I think. That's what I have to check. That's what I have to check in job applications. I'm like, why do you want to know this? Just hire me. Damn.
I've seen a lot whiter Mexicans than you.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Oh, you're so beautiful. We need to do these. We should do these at home if we can't in the stew.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, you mean the notes app or the recording?
Recording.
Oh, aw. Well, maybe.
There's so much to talk about.
I know. We only have a limited time in here. And I feel like, honestly, like, our, like, style of podcast, like I guess I'll call it what it is. It's a podcast. And basically, like, we've been going into longer formats. And I think that we can thrive doing audio. Like, audio only, if you want. And I think it'll help a lot with, like, just keeping the voice alive in a sense. Like, so he'll took the liberty of posting on Substack on our behalf, posting as on Spotify, and editing long form content on our official YouTube. So shameless plug, here it is. So in case you miss us, in case you have like you're asking how long the long form is, Izzy, I just want to tell you that when I said long form is long, I meant you to read that as long cat is long. Like I didn't want to like dance around the question. I was just making a joke from 2010. But yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why are you being so rude?
I'm not being rude. Also, we have to make him that blanket.
Yeah.
We've been saying it.
That was him?
Yeah. He wanted the earth tones blanket.
I need to follow him.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
We got to see your friends again.
I miss my friends. I want to meet Cecilia.
We got to beep that name out. No, I'm just kidding.
Cecilia?
No one knows who we're talking about.
Oh yeah, Cecilia. Oh man.
So Smiling Friends, what else have we been watching, Cass?
We've been watching Fantasmas, which is one of my favorite shows of all time now.
Of all time. One of the coolest shows I've seen in my life.
The set design, costume, wardrobe. I would really, 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 really love to have a Fantasmas theme party for my 30th birthday. But after consideration, I think it'll be really hot still. So I'm thinking maybe pushing the party to Halloween.
So for all you friends out there, you have a little bit of time to watch the show.
Yeah,
so you can participate in our party.
If I throw a Fantasmas theme party, would y'all come? I've never really thrown a party before, so I don't really know what to expect. So
you deserve one. It's your 30th.
I just
double quince.
You know, what Jillian did is she had an all day party from 12 to 12. So she was just at her house all day, and people would just come in and out as they please. Like, you know, it wasn't a set time. People were like, okay, that gives me time to like get ready. A lot of people came out at night, so I was just like, okay, like it's a
That's
party
awesome.
now. Yeah, it was a smart idea. But I don't know how many people are gonna come at like in the span of 12 hours. I mean, worst comes to worst, we'll have a get together, have a little movie night. But yeah,
we need to do it up for Cass. Cass is turning 30. This beautiful face. Shoot. God, we just let it out that I'm dating someone in their 20s, and I just turned 30.
Fuck.
2 weeks ago.
You're canceled. Cody Co.
Oh no. Okay.
Cody So.
So people are finally talking about Cody. Didn't we even talk about it? I don't remember.
I remember saying that I used to like his videos, but I don't like him anymore. I never really liked him. I kind of fell off.
I mean, so yeah, people are finally D'Angelo and Charlie made videos on the Cody Tana situation, and I don't know what can he do anything but just ignore and keep, because like he can't address it at all.
I think the more time goes that he's silent, the worse it just gets. It's very Andrew Callahan core. Like, no,
Oh
it's
yeah.
very similar to that. I mean,
Andrew came back full force. He's getting millions of views. I don't.
oh man, I will never watch his stuff again. But yeah, like with Cody Ko, like yeah, there's nothing you can really do, like, cuz he just doubled down. He's so far gone
I mean,
that
he
it's just like he's going on as if nothing's really happened. He's posting as usual, like no acknowledgement of the situation or what
totally
happened.
censoring comments, and
Yeah.
then all the comments go to Kelsey's channel. Poor Kelsey.
Yeah. And like it's just sucky because like, and it's such a gray area because Tana has been known for fabricating stories, but also that's a very big like thing to tell, like, I'm gonna believe her. I'm gonna like I believe her 100%,
I
and I think like over time you could see her growth like as a creator. Like first it was just like her not never taking accountability and making up stories and this and that, and now like it's having that self-awareness like, oh shit, like yes, I'm known as this create type of creator, but also like she grew into her own at least that's what I see, like her having a canceled podcast and like people actually like being genuine fans of what she talks about. And although she didn't start out like as like politically correct, or this was literally a child.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't like. I'm not being combative with you at all, Cass. I think you got there, but like, I think anyone like ever framing something like this and calling. So first of all, she fabricated stuff, or she was, more unlikable when she was a child, and this happened when she was a child. I think like she has no reason to lie about this. There's like
Oh no.
like this like to I, to even mention or bring up that when she was a child she made mistakes.
And
Don't think it matters at all to this.
I mean, like, even like when she first like admitted it, like, I mean, not admitted it, but I think it had been a second time where she mentioned it, like the context was like who, like, it was like a scandalous question, and she was like Cody Ko, like implying that they had relations with each other, and like she said it like if it was like a joke, or like you're telling your friends like, oh my god, like I slept with this older guy and he like blah blah blah. But like I guess a part of maybe, I guess, I don't know I don't know her, I don't know these people, but I think my like I think if I were to put myself in those shoes, like I'd say it like if I said it like that, like I would be like, oh, like I'm just saying it like, oh, so embarrassing, but like, like it's like a normal, like you're normalizing it, like it's like a normal thing, like, oh God. But then people are like, wait a second, like they were hanging out when he was this age and she was this age. And having that story be told multiple times and have it be accurate 100%, like have it be really accurate to the point where another creator told the same story through their account, like through their perspective.
Shout out the goat, Gabby Hanna.
Hannah. Let's go. But yeah, like, I mean,
No, I think
that's
I think she clearly accused him of a crime. I don't think it was nonchalant at all. That's just how she talks. Regardless of if it was a crime or not, he was a very popular older creator.
and
Like
he
either
had,
way,
and
but
he
it was
had
a
an
crime.
out. He had an out. He would have said, oh my God, no, walk away, like say, oh shit, or like even apologize. But like he had, like they had sex. So I was just like, that is really bad. That's oh my God. Like,
Even if she was quote unquote legal and it wasn't a crime,
no.
like the power dynamic of like that's like a, you know, rock star sleeping with a fan type deal. It's
But I think they were
messed up.
both. They were. I think she was bigger than
No, no,
him.
he was definitely bigger at that time. I mean, she was coming up, but that made it even worse. She was like on the rise, and he was,
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, now that I think about it, a lot of older guys picked on Tana. Like a lot of older guys. Like even with the iDubbbz video, like I'm like, she does have a point. Like I know this is your job, but you're like,
And Ethan on H3, like
yeah, but
that whole saga. I
I
mean,
mean,
they've mended it. They're besties now,
yeah.
but that shows what you can do. Two different approaches, like, and then there's controversy about saying like, oh, you know, looks like he's been rehabilitated or whatever. That's fine, but he's not acknowledging shit, which is probably smart. I mean, what's he gonna do? Yeah, I R-worded someone. Like, you can't. That's not. And his fan base is so normy. They probably. I mean, they avoided the drama until now. It's gonna be hard now. We'll see what the falling out is. I don't know. It's crazy because I've followed these two people for like probably a decade now.
Speaking of, I just want to say, like, I just want to say, and related to like YouTube in general, like edgy humor, it just pisses. Like I know I'm skipping all the way to biggest musical tick and turn off, but I keep hearing like the reception towards Eminem's like new album, like it's like Gen Z and making jokes about trans people and like one, they're not creative at all, and also if you want to truly offend people, then like make a snuff film or something. I don't know, like you know what I'm saying? Like commit to the bit, like play, like you have to find creative ways to disrespect people. I feel
I
like
mean,
it has to be truly like, and even with Katy Perry mentioning that Woman's World is satire, like first of all, fuck you for working with Dr. Luke. Like you should have been known by now. Like you were in the deposition for like in that whole court case. Anyway. When people like these people are trying to create controversy and having me talk about it and tell like, and also like I appreciate how like our show overall has engaged, like some discourse, especially with the Charlie video that we made earlier. And also like it's not my intention to like I'm only a creator with the same 5 people watching this, and I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, but honestly like they're making money and I'm not. So before I get into it, I just want to tell y'all that, like, and like it also adds to the how more enjoyable this show is to me. Anyway, with all that being said, I put a disclaimer because these artists won't, and this whole thing is just so stupid because like there's so many like it's like how you mentioned earlier the Charlie XCX where like they took, I'm paraphrasing you, but it's like they took the many steps, like they know the steps to make her a star. And it's kind of like I feel like these old heads, I'm just kidding, these people that reached unk status are coming out of the woodwork and trying to get in on the irony. And like the thing is like there's no basic understanding of what this is like like if they wanted to be edgy or they wanted to like offend people, they should have done research or even do satire. They need to do the research. And I think with every great parody, it's like it's so good that you don't even realize it's a parody. Like Scary Movie was a parody, and I was just like, this is a good movie, I'm having fun, this is funny. Or like what's that movie
epic movie. You remember
No, Not Another Teen Movie was a great parody movie. Because I didn't even realize, like, until I saw those movies when I was older. Isn't that crazy that I watched Not Another Teen Movie before I watched the teen movies that they were making fun of?
Yeah, I think that was the case for a lot of those.
Yeah, honestly. Or, like, okay, Airplane is a more appropriate example of parody. Like,
I
so
need to
good.
see Airplane.
Airplane is so ridiculous. Like, it's very in the Monty Python era of comedy, like literal humor. I don't know. I laugh. I like it's like dad joke over dad joke over dad joke, like a literal humor, and just I don't know.
This isn't our conversation necessarily to have. This was something I thought about earlier, and it reminded me when you and like the kids were saying "unk status" a lot, and I'm like the speed at which African American like terminology, AAVE or Ebonics, whatever you want to call it to be PC, enters the wide lexicon is exponential. I feel like within the past couple of years,
It's
like,
definitely been it's definitely been catchy and like I mean I only say it for like a week and then I'm like, okay, that was fun. Like that's not my word, like
So
I think the internet just like catapults it because you see it in a comment section like about liminal spaces.
Just like with so many words, they become so widely used. Like I always had this with lame, right? A lot of people think lame is ableist, right? Lame has been used in the wide lexicon to mean like not cool for decades and decades, and it's just the meaning of that word now. I'm not trying to call you out, but like, yeah, if these words like gat or
Gat is funny to say.
Just come around for a week. I think there is a larger conversation to have that is not my conversation, but just is that problematic? Just is that form of digital blackface? I don't want to go too far into that. I'm not saying you're doing it. I'm just saying,
but like,
or the B word.
But like, you can't police everybody. Like, I mean, not police everybody. Like you can't. Like, I have relatives that still say words that like are. But asking them to do it every time, like I think people have the accessibility to look up the origin of these words and to figure out what they mean so they can use them correctly. Like I was talking about this yesterday where I was like about the girl who says I finna be in the pit, and I'm just like, that's so like weird to say, like weird to hear and weird to say, because like it's not like she's like this white girl who's talking about not getting nosebleeds at a concert and like just say I have to be in the pit.
But how's that different than all the words we use? It's inevitable to use these words.
It's acknowledging that culture. Like I heard this the other day from a creator on TikTok, but it's acknowledging that pop culture is black culture. K-pop.
Exactly. That's the conversation, and acknowledging it. Yeah, that's important. It's just the speed at which it happens is like people don't even know the origins of the words. Yeah, it's not our combo, I guess, but it's interesting because it also reminds me of like me using imagine or
But it's like I gave you the way in. Like I was like, say it. Like me driving and we get into a fake argument. I'm like, you can walk home. Yeah. It's so fun to say. Like
I agree. It's
like I'm just being silly. Like I'm the shimmy person at work. Like, but yeah.
Do that again.
Do you want to take a little break for the next episode?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, I love you, baby.
Love you too. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Remember when I beat your ass over the cream corn? See you guys. We kept it short and sweet for ya.
Yeah, do you want to keep this an hour, or because like there's segues into some of these?
You
Or
wanna?
we'll see.
Okay,
We'll just
yeah.
start filming again, just in case. Let's get a kiss in.
Okay, let's get a kiss in. Me over there or you over here? Me over there or you in here? Season 2 kiss!
It got a little dicey at the end.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Oh, we should. Okay, I was gonna say we should start doing fake ads. Like, hi, are you like me? Okay, please help me.
Like, continue. Okay, start over.
Yeah, yes, please. Hello, are you like me?
And you have a big butt.
I literally told the lady at the thrift that we have big butt behavior, and she laughed. I don't know if she was laughing because she was uncomfortable, but if you're like me and lack the social skills, give me a call. Standard rates apply.
Hello. Are you tired of looking in the mirror and not knowing what you are looking at?
What?
Help me out.
That's when I developed social skills.
I was doing another ad.
Oh,
We'll workshop this.
okay, yeah, we'll have them for next time. We'll be back after these messages.
Hello. Are you Hello. Are you tired of looking at the mirror and seeing a fat piece of shit?
Man, boy, do I. I'm tired, baby. You know, I was just showing off the jeans because they're the only ones that fit me.
Because the big butt. You should call our sponsor today.
What's
They'll
the sponsor's name?
help you with bigbuttconfidence.com, bbc.com.
That's a news station.
This
Okay.
just in. What is your biggest musical ick and turn off? So that was the question of the week.
Yes. Okay,
And
so
I separately wrote. Okay. You
yeah.
go first. You go first.
Okay, no, you go first. I really want to hear yours.
Well, I don't really. That's such a hard question. So the question of the week was, what is your biggest musical ick or turn off? Like you have to skip it whenever you hear it. And I know
You're like, ugh.
you're talking about like specific things or whatever, but like as I get older, I accept way more. Like when I was a teenager, I was so snobby, with the music and taste, and now I like way more stuff. I separately wrote on here to talk about Chapel Rowan.
Oh.
And
Well,
I feel
careful,
like
Sohill.
it's very interesting we're talking about these two things at the same time because it's something I can't really put into words, but her, and watch, I'm going to eat my words in a couple months when I discover I like her, but I've still pretty much avoided hearing her music just because of it. When I see these artists come up, I'm going to get crucified out of nowhere. Immediately loved, especially in certain communities. Sorry, I'm not homophobic. Never mind. What's your big? I don't know. It reminds me of King Princess, even though she's a nepo baby, or like not Mitski, or damn, this really paints me as a misogynist.
To preface
homophobe.
this, we're both queer. Just to preface this.
Yes.
Okay,
but
go on.
Not, yeah. I don't know. To each their own. It's just same kind of deal. Just didn't hit me or didn't cross my path at the right time, I guess.
I think I felt that way with Olivia Rodrigo, not to like hate her. Like I never heard a song from her until like 7 months after the main like Sour came out, and honestly, like
That's a shame.
and like like it was just like, I think that that's not like, at first I thought this isn't marketed towards me, but then I like, I know some friends my age that really like her work. And I think now it's just like, maybe I just don't like that type of music, or maybe I just don't like,
That's
it
wild.
doesn't
That's the
resonate with
best
me.
album of that year, in my opinion. I love that album.
Man, but like, I mean, I think like
Wait, your karaoke song is brutal.
it's short. Well, I mean, I don't hate her. I just like don't go out of my way to listen to her, really. And I think I feel that way about a lot of artists, and I'm pretty sure like that's just a never-ending cycle. Like I don't go out of my way to listen to like B-tier pop artists.
What
Yeah.
would you consider a B tier pop artist?
Oh man, I feel like we're getting into dangerous territory. Like it's like stepping on a bear trap, like, but you're walking in the dark. Ooh, how about we open this question up and see if we agree or disagree? Maybe everybody will have a different opinion on what is considered B tier pop artists. Okay, so maybe we should look into it. Like, what is considered a B tier pop artist? Are you asking Chat GPT?
Oh, don't mind me. Keep talking.
What is a B tier pop artist? I don't even know where that term came from. I don't know if. Okay, so, there is a conversation. Okay. Let's see. Let's discuss. Because I think we hit the nail on the head in saying that Meghan Trainor is a B tier artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's what started, or we were talking about that.
It's like where it's not like, oh my God. Like, oh my God.
We're not talking about quality like a S tier, A tier. We're talking about just like A-list, B-list.
Celebrity. Yeah, definitely true. I mean, we could even do pop star rankings like in another show or another episode, but I'm just spitballing. So, according to this Reddit thread from 8 years ago, A-list is all the big pop girls with longevity, but I don't know if it's discussing music wise. So I'm just gonna go down the list of people. A-list is Madonna, Britney Spears, and Mariah Carey. Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Justin Timberlake, One Direction, Shakira, Beyonce, Justin Bieber, Taylor's S tier. Did I say Ariana Grande?
No.
Yeah. I want to say Lana Del Rey.
Interesting. I think she's up. I know. So there's all the indie pop darlings too that are also mainstream loved and loved by indie / pitchfork people, which I think that automatically like
Sky Ferreira, you will always be A tier. Sky Ferreira, you will always be A tier.
What about Charlie?
She's climbing up to A plus. Yeah, she's pretty famous now.
You never answered. What's your biggest musical ick?
My biggest musical ick is when every drum and bass song on your album has the bam, bam, that one. There's a part in Rude Boy by Rihanna. I don't know if it was intentional, but it sounds like she's going off key, and I always catch it every time it plays somewhere. And I'm just like, look, this is where she hits that note, like where it looks like it's in cursive, and I'm just like, I can't unhear it. Or like in Forever by Over by Drake, early Drake, just to let y'all know, 2008 Drake. That song, Over, I couldn't hear him. I just heard that. It's like Yeah by Usher, Little John, and Ludacris, where you just hear the bell and you can't unhear the bell throughout the whole song. You just hear it.
So yours is like certain sounds.
Yeah, like certain song sounds that I can't unhear. Like it just takes me away from the song.
I think one of mine is like you say, stomp clap music. Like, no thanks.
You don't fuck with the Lumineers?
Not really.
You don't fuck with Vance Joy?
Nope.
Damn. That's
anything that reminds me of like that dark millennial period.
What about Young the Giant or Mumford and Sons?
Nope. Damn. Yeah, anything that came from that era that was like, I don't know. That's when I don't know. That's when I like crystallized some of my tastes. Even though I love I love the XX, I love the I love Churches, so I can't say anything.
I love Churches too. 2013 was such a great year for music, I feel. 2013 was such a great year for music, I tell you.
Oh, it was. But also that begs the question, is it just our age or was it really the music? Because I bet kids are feeling the same way about music coming out now.
No, I think honestly, like, the music was genuinely good. And I realized this yesterday when I was out to dinner and they were playing Polish Girl by Neon Indian. And someone across from me says, oh, they're bumping my middle school playlist. And I'm like, oh my God, this was my college playlist. I don't know if it was because, like, I think it's because I was, like, I'm just older. I'm just that much older. But, like, the fact that someone of Gen Z, like, genuinely liked it. Or, like, when my, like, nieces love the same music we like. Like,
that's wild. That blows my mind.
Even showing Layla, My Bloody Valentine, Loveless, she loved it. And I loved it when I first listened to it too. It was so beautiful getting to listen to it with you.
What's crazy is she loves shoegaze. Mm-hmm. She loves Whir. She loves all these modern shoegaze acts and didn't know who MBV was, which is
like wild.
But
that
Lali
just kinda,
did know, so
that kind of goes to show like how far back the origins of music go. Like in real time, like you experiencing that in your age and time. I feel like even like for like Gen X, like maybe they were born in like 1960s and like, going into the 90s and hearing like this like really loud noise like grunge or metal or like, like late 90s where it was like new metal and like, and even like where it hit the mainstream, but like it's kind of like how long were all these music genres like going on really in underground scenes, like, and like I think honestly I think we're at a point where we haven't heard it all, but we've heard a lot of different possibilities. Like you hear samples going against each other, you hear like people's like songs, like their a cappella going over a silly instrumental where it kind of just works and they just go with it. I can't think of any examples right now, but when I go on TikTok in about 30 minutes, I will. Thank you.
What do you know about Grog?
Grog?
Oh yeah, the innovator. He was I think the first person credited to hit two bones together to make a rhythm.
Oh man.
Or what about
I heard he was canceled.
Oh man, yeah. I don't think he was a human though. I think it was a proto-human, maybe a Neanderthal.
He's canceled.
Man, okay. Next time, let's really talk about music.
Okay,
I want to do a deep dive into music and like, because it's wild. Like, I don't know what it says more about me or about the kids, but like just the fact that like I put Lucky on and Junior started singing, like that made me so happy.
Oh my god. Yeah, like, that's when I'm just like, I raised them right. I taught them well. I'm like, I taught them well. Because, like, honestly, like, I would be so embarrassed about playing my music in front of my siblings or my mom. And, like, with the kids, I'm like, well, as long as there's no cuss words, I don't think the kids are going to tell what kind of song this is. Like, and I would play these songs and, they would like them. Like, I would play, like, a lot of chiptune. I would play, like, sample sounds and songs, and just seeing their music taste expand. Like, I'm just like, these kids got good taste. And, it gives me hope, like, I think, we've all experienced that time in our lives where we're just like, oh, my music taste was cringy. So it's like a cycle. Because for me, like the 2013 music that I praise so much, I felt embarrassed to still be listening to it in 2016. So I like took a break from it and went to vaporwave, and then like I did like a whole circuit, like like cloud rap, and like just like when it hit the mainstream, I'd just be like, okay. And then like if I'm interested in this genre, like I'll dig into it and see what I like, and like just pick these different parts of music that I really like. And it doesn't have to follow a format. I mean, I showed you a 23-minute song where it's just somebody talking about life, you know like it's like a letter from home by Blue Jean Tyranny, and it's just like a just talking. And that's also like the kind of music that I like. And I don't know, it's just really interesting to hear and see, like, we're just old enough to be like I feel like we're like the elders in some scenes.
Yeah, I guess does say something about us. I don't know.
I mean, I think that it's not that we're trying to be with the times. I feel like it's just us being like, oh, we're there if you need us. Like,
Well, that's what we bonded over. That night we fell in love. I fell in love. That night
Uh,
but I think we were both like, oh, a person my age who knows what the words I'm saying, like who understands the words I'm saying. Like,
oh my gosh, you're so right. No, but I mean, I feel like good about that too, because I'm just like, oh god, it's not just me. Like, I'm not like behind on the times, or like I'm not trying to be hip or cool. Like, there are people out there that have like the sense of humor. Like, I'm like, oh my god, it just worked out so well. I'm just like, ugh. By the way, have you heard of the good? Are you interested in hearing the good word of my favorite website in sophomore year, of Vigilant Citizen?
what's that?
It is a conspiracy theory, like, coded. This is like, all adjacent to like those like conspiracy like websites, where it was just like, look up Lady Gaga the Illuminati puppet on Vigilant Citizen. But yeah, like you go to the site and it lines up everything for you. Wait, hold on, I've got a better one.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's so fun. Okay, yes, okay, so the 2009 VMAs, the occult mega ritual. This one right here. This one was the one that got me like, what? This is real? So, it's basically like, it's like, it blends in like references to mythology and the Bible, and like, I don't really know really what kind of website it is. I don't know their ideologies, but I can make a pretty good guess, honestly. Like, they talk about monarchs and triangles, and like they round up like a gallery per month, and it's like people doing that for like a magazine or something. And I always wondered like if any of this was like truly intentional, like like this kind of thing. Like Lady Gaga and blood, like that was the blood ritual, and I'm like, I was like 14 reading this, like, I was like, oh my god.
Did you ever check up on
I was
there
15.
during Pizzagate?
No, I did not. But I would get those videos in my like recommended along with the Jordan Peterson videos.
That was my like, I saw some of my friends spiral into severe mental illness during that period.
I think, yeah. Also, like, I really think, honestly, like, that was just a kind of like a bad time to be online. Like it was a good, like, for the humor. Yeah. I mean, the humor is not really that good. Now looking back on it, I feel like now there's like different types of humor. Like, I like wholesome humor, and sometimes I like subversive humor, like where you're just like, what? And that's why we watch Smiling Friends. You have to be an intellect. No, I'm kidding. I hope it doesn't get Rick and Morty'd. Like, I really.
Me
like,
too.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Yeah.
In both ways, the fan base and the creator being a piece of shit.
Yeah. No, it's. But, I mean, I think, like, it's just a silly little show. I was going to say, yeah, but, like, you know, this vigilant citizen, like, I feel like I always like diving into like backmasking music, like backwards music, and just hearing ideologies. Well, not ideologies. I liked hearing backwards music, and then just like it was music played in reverse, and it would always have like these hidden messages. But I think honestly they were like almost auditory hallucinations. And I think we should play a game like that, so he'll, like, you know, the Yanny and the Laurel.
Yeah,
Yeah, like which one do you hear?
that's a good idea. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
definitely all like everything when it comes to all these symbolic conspiracies and stuff. It's all apophenia. It's all making
what's that?
connection. Apophenia. It's like taking a coincidence and putting meaning to it. So like if you've heard of the Dark Side of the Moon Pink Floyd album, if you play it at the same time as Wizard of Oz, there's a lot of things that line up. That's just coincidence, but people like put meaning into it.
It's like the Radiohead 1 to 10 theory, or 10 to 1, where the theory is that Radiohead's OK Computer and OK Computer and In Rainbows were released 10 years apart, right? But the theory is that they did one huge jam session, cut a song, and like 1 2 1 2 1 2, and all the ones went to OK Computer and all the twos went to In Rainbows. So when you put them side by side with the crossfade, it flows like, oh shit, like it's just like you're playing a song, the first song from OK Computer and the first song from In Rainbows, and it just like, like, you know.
I've never heard of that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a theory. It's like
Wow.
yeah, it was one of my favorite theories. I love theory. Like, I have fun reading them, and like, you know, it's scary at times, but sometimes it's just like, oh, that's cute, or like, you know, like it's just like, you know, like, I mean, life is scary, but it's not that scary. Like, I have other things to be scared about.
Like, what are you scared about? Question of the week. What scares you?
Bath salts guy. People on bath salts. That scares me. Ronald McDonald. Well, he doesn't scare me anymore, but he used to scare me. I trip over a rock and everyone sees. Like, that's scary. I'm already an anxious person. Like, it hasn't happened. And when it happens, I'll be able to handle it. But yeah, I think that's all the time we have for today.
Yeah.
So, and for that reason, we're out.
I just wanted to say, speaking of music from our past, we are going to head to New York next week to see Justice in Brooklyn.
Woo!
It's going to be wild. And then we also booked a trip to Seattle to see Stars perform their album in its entirety.
Oh my God. Yes, we're
so
going to go see Stars.
We're definitely going to millennial out.
Oh my God, Stars. Oh my God, Stars. Oh, I've been wanting to see him forever.
But yeah, we'll talk more about it as it approaches. I love you.
I love you too. I can't wait to travel with you. I don't know when's the next time we'll be back, but I just want to say that I am very appreciative of everything. And